Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. I hope you are all beautifully well and able. It's a beautiful day out here in Tenerife, and I'm trying to send this sunshine back to the UK, especially Liverpool as well, as we now know that 2,000 fans would be let in as we play Wolves next Saturday at Anfield. It's a big one. I mean, listen, it doesn't make sense really when you think about how many seats there are in Anfield, what it costs to even open the stadium for a day. We need at least 10,000 in there, I think. But hey, it's better than zero. It's a start, and we'll see what happens and see how it progresses. If you're watching now, this is a match preview for the Brighton game. Unfortunately, no Doyle or James, just me today. We did make this thumbnail a few days ago, and it's worked out that both of them are busy today. So no worries. I will take over. I hope that's fine. So yeah, if you're watching this now, please like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget, please go back and watch last night's Kop to Bottom, the brand new Premier League preview show on the Kop TV, featuring myself, Doyle, aka Freestyle DM, aka Doyle Lad, and James Redmond as well. This was the first episode we had yesterday. So go and check that out on the channel as we now open up our membership platform to become a member to the Kop TV. We also monetize the channel now, which is a great thing for us. We're talking to sponsors, so it's only bigger and better, only upwards from here, guys. So if you want to get involved, please let us know in the comments. And if you want to drop a little super chat as well, you're more than welcome to. But listen, say hi, let us know where you're watching from as we get into this then. So I'm going to pull up some stats on this fixture, some interesting ones. Liverpool could go 4 consecutive Premier League away games without a win for the first time since a run of 5 between January and March 2017. This season, we've played 4, won 1, drawn 2 and lost 1. We've only won 3 of our past 10 top flight away fixtures. Since the start of lockdown, we have lost a few away, haven't we? The Reds are the only team, though, to have scored in all of their Premier League fixtures this season. And Liverpool could keep successive Premier League clean sheets for the first time since June as well. Klopp's side have lost 4 league fixtures in 2020, the same amount as in 2018 and 2019 combined. Mohamed Salah has been directly involved in 8 goals in his 6 Premier League games against Brighton, scoring 5 and assisting 3. And Diego Jota scored twice on his last Premier League visit to Brighton, but has since only managed 1 goal in 13 away Premier League appearances. So there's you go. There's your stat file for tomorrow's early kickoff at the Amex. Let me know in the comments, do we like early kickoffs? Do we like getting up and seeing the Reds first thing? Or do we prefer when the lights are on under the lights in the night time? Let me know in the comments what you think. Early kickoff or not, let me know. Right, this game for me is one that, although, yes, it is an away fixture. Yes, we haven't won that many in 2020. But having said all of that, I still do expect to win this one. And we have won here in 2020. If you cast your mind back to July, 3-1 the score was at the Amex. Mo Salah scored 2, I think, and Firmino got 1. I might be mistaken on that one. So please let me off if I am. But again, that was a convincing performance. And I think with Brighton having a few injuries, I think Lallana is out, which is a little bit of a shame for him and for Liverpool. I'm sure he would have liked that Klopp hug before kickoff, but they have Solly March back in the squad. They've got Trossard back in. So although they are struggling a tiny bit with first team injuries, they are having a few players coming back in the team, making themselves available for this fixture tomorrow. Liverpool the same. Obviously, we know that Van Dijk's not going to be around. Gomez is not going to be around either, but this could be the return in some capacity, in some way, whether that's off the bench or starting, for Jordan Henderson and Thiago Alcantara, the man that we've all forgot about, really. He's so good. It was like a dream that we signed him. It was a while back now, to be fair, but he's still only played about 120 minutes for Liverpool, hasn't completed a full 90 yet for the Reds. So really, really, really keen to see Thiago on the pitch. I think if you put him in any game, Brighton away, Man United away, he completely changes it. it completely rips up what you thought the score was going to be. And I think when you have someone who's that creative in midfield, no matter how good the defensive low block is, you can always expect him to unlock it with some of those punchy through balls that he plays in. So for me tomorrow, I would love to see Gini, Thiago and Henderson in midfield with Fabinho at the back with Matip. We'll get into lineup predictions as well. Let me know what your score predictions are for this one too. But I'm going to go with Alisson in goal. Trent out on the right. Trent's not around, is he? That's a big one that we've got to discuss then. Who's going to start right back? It's a tough one. I'm 50-50 between Nico Williams and James Milner for this one. I'm not sure about you, but really, really can't decide. Nico, obviously, a made second choice right back, whereas James Milner is... sorry, I think I need to sneeze. I've got really bad hay fever. Ugh. Wow, sorry guys. This is really what happens on the Kop TV. Wow. I have to blow my nose shortly. Might be going again. No one's tuned in to see this, have they? Morning to you too, Universal Boss. How are we? Oh, I wish I was a bit better. Struggling with hay fever, but hey, I'm in a foreign country, so I can't brag too much. But as you can see, eyes are really red and watery now. But no worries, we'll carry on with the lineup prediction. So, guys, right back. Do we want to see James Milner, who really played so well in the last Premier League game? We won 3-0 against Leicester, and James Milner, for me, he was actually my man of the match. So if I'm going on that and what I said last week, then I'd probably prefer James Milner to start at right back for this one. I think Nico maybe just a little bit off the pace on Wednesday night as we lost 2-0 to Atalanta. However, not to say that in the future, Nico, isn't not going to be the first name on the team sheet when it comes to replacing Trent. I do think he will naturally transgress or progress into that role. Right now, I'm going with James Milner at right back. So Alisson, James Milner at right back. Then we've got Matip and Fabinho in the centre with Robertson out there on the left. Ibrahim's going for a 2-0 win to Liverpool. And then in midfield, I've gone with Gini Wijnaldum, Thiago and Henderson. I'd love to see them both play tomorrow or be involved in some stage. Curtis on the bench. Naby Keita could be back on the bench as well. And then up front, I'm going to go with Jota, Salah and Mane. But I want Jota to play on the right and I want Salah up the top as well. And of course, either of those three can swap positions very, very easily across the game as well. So yeah, really, really looking forward to this one. An early kickoff. I should be sunny. It should be, a good spectacle in the sunshine. But Brighton really haven't played well ever against Liverpool in the Premier League. Of course, there was a tighter game at Anfield last season where Alisson gets sent off and there's a late comeback attempt from Brighton, which didn't quite pull off. But we've won 9 in a row against Brighton and they've never actually beaten us in the top flight. So there's nothing in my head, no previous, no, nothing really that says that we shouldn't win this game. It is going to be tough. Of course it is. Brighton have started well, but I think one of their best players is Tariq Lamptey, who's actually suspended for this one now. So I would say, yes, I'm going to go with the Liverpool win. I'm going to go with the 3-0 Liverpool win away from home. I think, again, I say this every single week, but it's so true every week. If we do come away from here with a 3-0 win and a clean sheet, which would be our second successive clean sheet, the first time that's happened this season, then again, it's a huge statement. As I've said every single week, if we win this, it's a huge statement, etc., etc. But this is how this Liverpool team operate. This is how we work. We take things game by game and we win and go on to the next one. Win, go on to the next one without looking too far ahead. Of course, we've got Wolves next Saturday, but I'm thinking let's get this one out the way first. We've got a big game against Ajax in the Champions League. So let's brush this Brighton team to the side and come away from Brighton with all 3 points to make sure that we sit top at the table, at least joint top anyway, with Tottenham. So Nuclear Atoms says, I would say Nico Williams needs to start because he needs more minutes than Milner to develop. Of course, there's an argument for that. How is Nico Williams going to get better if he doesn't play, if he doesn't get minutes? This is the thing. But right now, as things stand on the 27th of November, we're playing on the 28th tomorrow. As we stand here right now in this time, I'm picking James Milner over Nico Williams. So let me know if you agree in the comments We were supposed to have James and Doyle on if you've just tuned in now, but unfortunately both of them are busy this morning. Like I said, we did make this thumbnail a few days back, so not to worry at all. But yeah, I'm going for a comfortable Liverpool win. I'd love to see us really put 4 or 5 past Brighton. Is that realistic or not? We'll have to see. I think with Jota, Mane and Salah up front, anything is realistic. We will outscore teams. But I just want to see a very, very solid defensive performance tomorrow. We all know how good Fabinho has been at centre-back. Matip's come in and been brilliant too, maybe apart from Wednesday night. So I would say let's get a solid clean sheet under our belts and then get 2 or 3 goals. I think that would be the best for me. Mitchell here says, our defence are going to have to work hard. They are so dynamic going forward. Trossard, March, Maupay, all handfuls with their runs. Absolutely. We touched on this on Kop to Bottom last night. Maupay was the thumbnail picture with Salah. Yes, that is going to be a difficult matchup because when you've got 3 of them against 4 of us, of course, there's 4 defenders, 3 attackers. But just like our attackers, they do cross over and interlink and move positions, and they're very forward, very, very aggressive, and they're very direct as well. So listen, it's not going to be an easy one at all. We are going to have to be at the top of our games defensively. But you guys are playing Brighton, so Nico should play over Milner. That's what you think. But again, I would have James Milner just in for this one. And maybe bring on Nico with 30 to go to get him a few more minutes if the game is going well. Obviously, we can't talk too much about that yet. The game hasn't kicked off. All respect to Brighton. Been a great Premier League team since they've come up, to be honest. I've really enjoyed watching them play. I think got a great ground there at the Amex. They've got a good philosophy. Danny Welbeck, of course, is a player who's going to be looking to score against us. Former Manchester United player. Welbeck only 1 goal in 16 appearances against Liverpool. So Liverpool, again, will have him to deal with. Maupay, Solly March, Trossard. These are all technical players. And you saw how well they played against Man United. They might have hit the bar 5 times in that game. So actually, it's really going to be a difficult one, this one. We can never take games like this for granted. We all know here, watching this, that Liverpool can lose against anyone, but we can beat anyone, as was evident last season, losing to Watford when we were on such a good run. So, you know, things are surprising. Things do happen that definitely throw a spanner in the works. Look at Wednesday night, 2-0 loss against Atalanta. No one predicted that. But I'm going for a 3-0 Liverpool win. Although that sounds like it's a really one-sided game, I do think Brighton will have their chances. With Alisson in goal, Fabinho and Matip there, who have played a few hours together now, I would expect us to be strong and resolute against this team. And especially if you bring in Thiago and Henderson, I just think in midfield, we should outrun them and outperform them. This is Wrestling says, I'm worried Liverpool will end 3rd because Ajax and Atlanta are looking more focused than us. I'm not too concerned about that for now. David, a big viewer, a natural, a regular for the Kop TV says, hey mates, just got here. You know, Brighton have 9 injuries currently, including Lallana. Does this mean we're sound to win? If you'd have watched the last 13 minutes, David, you would have seen me explain that, of course, Brighton have injuries like we do, but I'm still expecting a tough game. Welbeck up front, Maupay, Trossard, Solly March cutting in. They've even got that Connolly as well, who looked very dangerous against Tottenham last season. So I'm expecting a lot of chances for Brighton. But like I said, David, I'm expecting us to be sound and resolute at the back as well. I'm going for a 3-0 win. Let us know in the comments what you want. And tomorrow, of course, we will be back with fan cams straight after the game around 2:30. So if you do want to watch the fan cams, head over to the channel for that time. And then next week, Monday, we have a match preview for the Ajax game on Tuesday. Then Wednesday night, top of the Kops. And then Thursday night, Kop to Bottom. And then Friday, we get ready for next weekend's game against Wolves with a match preview. So we have videos coming out every single day this week and next week as well. So guys, I have to promise you, and I have to keep asking you, I'm putting in extra work to the Kop TV to make sure that the content is at a high level for all you guys to engage with and watch. So please, if you do watch a video from this channel, please remember to give it a like. Please remember to subscribe as well, just so we can continue making great videos, because trust me, a lot goes into making these videos. So we have to make sure that everyone's appreciating them and all that good stuff there. So guys, if you love the Kop TV, if you're subscribed, please get involved with the super chats, get involved with all the videos that we're putting up, because it's great content and we need you guys to see it. So Amir says, hey, Alex, 3 points needed. Come on, the Reds. Absolutely. In the title, I've put 3 points desperately needed. I've used the word desperately because I personally, I don't know about you guys, but I personally desperately want us to get back to the top where we belong. Right now, we're not. Tottenham are up there. And that is our position in the last year or two. So we need to overtake them. And that's why I say desperately, because it is a desperate situation. We need to get back up to the top as soon as possible. David agreeing with me, 3-0 sounds good to him too. I don't think the Wolves match isn't as bad as you think. They're lacking creativity and something is not clicking with them. Absolutely. Wolves very, very poor this season compared to last. We've obviously taken one of their best players, Diogo Jota, who I'm hoping can score tomorrow. If I'm saying 3-0, I better give you some scorers as well, some score predictions. I'm going to go with Jota 2, and I'm going to go with Salah 1 on the day. Really looking forward to this one. Like I said, join me at 2:30 tomorrow for fan cam straight after this one. I'm going for a 3-0 win. You know the team I've gone for. Doyle will be joining me tomorrow, as will James on the fan cams. And of course, as Amir says, you'll never walk alone. But until then, as David says, if we get to the top after this, nobody should doubt us. That's the point that we're going to end this show on tonight, or today, I should say. Take care. I will see you tomorrow after the game. Up the Reds. Come on the Kop TV. You'll never walk alone. Remember, the voice of football's most famous stand. Take care.